Guys, don't forget, if you haven't heard yet, every Tuesday we do Loose Ends Live. I host the show on the Pete and Sebastian channel where, we discuss things that, loose ends from the cast. We also get into other stuff. Me and Cans do this video thing each week. DJ Lou calls in each week. And most importantly, all the listeners can call in. We take tons of calls, face to face. You get to talk to me. Often you get to talk to Sebastian. Every Tuesday for $5 a month, you get Loose Ends. You get 4 regular episodes of the cast, commercial free, and a bonus one. I mean, it's I don't know what else to say, man. You should join us. We're having a lot of fun over there. This episode is sponsored by Orgain. Thanks to Orgain for sponsoring this episode. I'm always looking for nutritious options to add to my routine, and I finally found one that tastes amazing and isn't super expensive, guys. Our next sponsor, Orgain, makes it so easy to do just that. Orgain is the leader in real protein powder nutrition that understands that being good for you doesn't have to taste bad. Orgain's brand new 30-gram complete protein shakes offers protein-packed real nutrition designed to satisfy your cravings without all that sugar. Orgain is convenient, real nutrition I'm looking for with no artificial flavors or sweeteners, man. Orgain 30-gram protein shakes are available at Orgain.com. If you want to get in on the delicious protein-packed nutrition today, head to Orgain.com/thecast and use the code THECAST for 20% off your order. Once again, that's Orgain.com/thecast for 20% off, and make sure you use the promo code THECAST so they know we sent you. Mando, thanks to Mando for sponsoring this episode. I'm sure you've heard me talk about Mando. I've been talking about it a lot now. Mando whole body deodorant at this point. You can use it on your whole body, and I do. Yes, your whole body. It's dermatologist tested and gentle on all your bits. You can choose from 4 cologne quality scents or unscented if you want to get stealthy, man. Ready to make the upgrade to Mando? You should be. You got to go to Mando. As a special offer, new customers get $5 off Mando's best-selling starter pack with the code THECAST at shopmando.com. What I like best about Mando, honestly, is it just works. It really does. It's great stuff, and it keeps you odorless. I like to use the unscented. And Mando is seriously safe to use anywhere on your body. Your pits, packages, belly buttons, butt cracks, stinky crevices, stomach folds, and feet. Anywhere you stink, people, you can do Mando, and it'll help you. And Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. The deodorant wipes are great. When you're in a pinch, maybe you work out, you don't have a chance to get in the shower right away. I mean, I have them. I use them all the time. Just a phenomenal product. Luckily, we also have a discount code to help you get hooked on our new favorite smelling body deodorant on the market. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code THECAST at ShopMando. That's ShopMando.com. ShopMando.com.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
So just to give you an idea of what the hell's going on here at the Pete and Sebastian Show, it looks like Patrick's going to build a shed. The amount of shit that's out behind me is... I'm going to have to... Pete, do you have access to a cell phone there where I could FaceTime you?
Yes, right here.
Okay. I'm just going to show you what the fuck I'm looking at, because this is... what we're trying to do, or what we're doing, is trying to get me to hear myself in the monitors here. Okay. First, the wiring is...
Wow.
And then there's like
that looks like Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, right? When he went to plug in the lights.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on here. I mean, there's shit everywhere. So,
oh wow.
Let me hang up here, and we'll talk to you here. So yeah, this is really weird to get used to, listening to myself in these earbuds. It's strange. Let's pick up from maybe last cast. We got
Let's do that.
To meet Yeah, we got a chance to meet Sidney Crosby of the Pittsburgh Penguins, which couldn't be a nicer guy. And you had made a comment to him, and I'll let you explain kind of what happened.
By the way, you realize he's like top 5 of all time. Like the greatest, man.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple.
He's like 37, 38 years old, top 10 in scoring, along with a bunch of other accolades. So, yeah, this guy is, one of the best ever.
So with your new headphones, are you going to do the whole show like it's fucking AM radio? Is that what we're going to do? Holy mellow guy. I mean, I feel like we're doing a political talk show on AM radio. Yes, he's a 37-year-old. He's a very...
Cut this
well, maybe
shit.
you'll get used to it.
No. Fuck it. It's over. Cut the shit right now. Testing. Yeah, okay.
What?
There we go. We're back. We're back. We're back.
I'd rather see your knee again, which is fine. I swear, at least it's you.
All right, here we go.
What is your take on... maybe they could in post put a photo up here of Sydney and you, and me or whatever. But we took them separate. So if you got a photo of you and Sydney, I'm looking at this kid. I just did it again. I'm looking at Sidney Crosby like he's about 22 years old. Like as I get older, everybody, even in their 30s, is coming across like they might mow my lawn if I gave them $20. Like just a boy. So. Is that because I'm getting older? Is that why we do that?
Yeah, anybody in their 30s, even early 40s, I feel like I could be their dad. Right?
That's the best way to put it, man. Now, good-looking guy, couldn't have been any nicer. I was like, because you met him, and then I was told, and they got him to come back over for the opener. What a nice guy. And when I met him, you were there and we were talking with him. I go, have you ever had your teeth knocked out? Have you lose your teeth? Because I always see hockey players do. And he goes, yeah, no, these a long time ago I got them knocked out. So these have, I said, those are real teeth. And he goes, no, I got them knocked out a long time ago, got that out of the way and got these put in. And then I said, I thought was a compliment. I go, bro, way to go. With like having your fake teeth be almost perfect, but not perfect. So that way people aren't even sure if they're real or fake. And then he said, well, I thought they were perfect. And then I said, well, listen, they're perfect, but they're not like soap opera perfect. They look, I was trying to dig my way out of it, but
yeah.
That's what I would do. I've seen too many people go with fake teeth and they're so perfect that it's obvious. Don't you know what I mean?
Well, do you think they were perfect? Well, here's the whole thing with the fake teeth. Don't fake teeth fall out too? Like, you're playing hockey, right? Your real teeth get knocked out,
right,
but then you put fake teeth in and what, they stay in? Or does he take his fake teeth out for a game? Are these teeth like dentures, or are these teeth? Because why aren't the fake teeth getting knocked out?
They might be, but I think if the fake tooth gets knocked out, it's almost like your shoelace is untied. You probably got extra teeth in your locker, But when the real one first gets knocked out, it's a whole thing. Blood, when the fake ones get, it's like a contact. You just pop that bitch right back in. I don't know.
Or is it a mouthpiece that they just throw over their, like if he was going, yeah, they're not perfect. And then he took them out and he's got nothing. But then he puts them back in. I
can't imagine Sidney Crosby's got teeth that come out. So, he's in the morning, he's like,
yeah.
Nah, they got to be perm. Can we get a Google on that?
Do a Google on hockey fake teeth. Are they, what is it?
Do they come out? I meant to ask you too. I don't want to flip over, but because I'm going to forget. Last week,
I'm sorry. Why does hockey players' teeth fall out, but boxing doesn't seem to have a problem with it?
Well, I mean, have you ever I have a real puck. Have you ever held a real puck?
Yeah.
That you recall?
Yeah.
You get that. I mean, that's coming at you at 100 miles an hour, right at those.
Well, they got.
Hit you right in the mouth.
Do you think they're getting their teeth knocked out because of the puck, because of hitting the glass boards, because of the fighting? Why are these teeth falling out? That's my question.
Oh, I thought the puck, but now you bring up a good point. Are they falling out from? And do they all wear? They don't all wear the glass thing, right?
They don't all wear the glass thing, but if you're saying the teeth are getting knocked out because they're getting hit in the face with a hockey puck,
right?
Then that to me would say if you have fake teeth and you're getting hit in the face with a hockey puck, the fake teeth are gone too.
Right, but the fake teeth are easier to replace. The real ones, when they first come out, fucking roots coming out, there's blood. That's what I think.
It looks like a lot of them are using retainers after they lose their teeth, because then they can pop them out. They can pop them back in quickly without getting new ones bolted in to have those get knocked out. But they're getting hit with
there
sticks,
you go.
pucks, fists, boards.
Okay. That explains it.
I don't know how long I've been doing this with Patrick, but that was the best he's ever done. It's just pop in, information, gone. Nice, bro.
It's almost like having a voice activated Google.
Oh, that was nice. Nice job, Patrick. So there you go. They got in their locker 4 or 5 set of teeth. So, and then if they get them knocked out, they call the dentist. I'm down to 2 sets. Give me another set, doc. Now, would you let you start? You're already playing hockey. You meet Lana. You fall in love. When do you let Lana see you without the dentures in, without the retainer in? After the wedding? After the wedding.
Yeah, I would go out to dinner, pick her up for dinner or whatever, and then in the car, smile and I got no teeth. I do it as almost a joke.
I would break up with you if you did that to me. I think that was. I wouldn't want to be with you. That's offsetting.
If Jackie was in a profession where her teeth were knocked out, is that a deal breaker?
Yeah, if she has no teeth.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. Well, first of all, this really wouldn't happen to a woman that often, but it wouldn't be until I saw it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have fake teeth in. We're in love. Everything's great. You take them out, crystal meth head, fucking them out. You know?
Okay.
You're gonna pick me up with no teeth? I'm not even getting in the car.
I'll throw one at you. Jackie at dinner tonight goes, Pete, I never told you anything, but when I was a kid, I had all my teeth knocked out, and these are fake. And she takes out her teeth at dinner. Right?
Oh my God.
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. I'd ask her to put them back in, and then I don't know what. I mean, I remember one time we were walking through FAO Schwartz in New York City during Christmas time, and she was chewing a big piece of gum, and she went, "Oh," and she pulled it out, and her tooth had come out, the cap. And even then, if we weren't already married, I was thinking I would have broke up with her before we got out of the lobby. I was already locked in legally, though. I don't know. What about you? If Lana had no teeth, like, you know, she's showing you that, oh, no, I come out when I was younger, they got knocked out and
listen,
fell off the chin.
Yeah. There's no divorce there, but what I'm saying is, like, you can't unsee that. So it's like, once you see you can't unsee it. So, like, even when she puts it back in, I'm going to still be looking at her going, you got no fucking teeth. So that's always there.
I'll give you a simpler example. Jay Moore's made some fantastic movies. Freaking guy had unbelievable scenes with Tom Cruise. What is the first thing that comes to your mind the rest of your life when you think of actor, comedian Jay Moore?
No teeth.
That he pulled them out in front of us on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I think. That's the first thing I tell people. They go, "He's in Jerry Maguire." I go, forget that. One time he came on the cast, said Sebastian had nice teeth, and then took his out and showed him. Took him out with his tongue. It's like...
It's like a snake.
Yeah. It's like a pickup moving a ball. Yeah. So...
Oh, my God.
Okay, thanks to Orgain for sponsoring this episode. One of the biggest challenges to eating better is that so many better-for-you products taste so bad. Well, there's a brand that has cracked that code on providing real nutrition that also tastes incredible. Our next sponsor, Orgain, makes it so easy to do just that. Orgain's founder, Dr. Andrew Abraham, believes that real nutrition has the power to make a difference in people's lives. Abraham left his medical practice and founded Orgain to create foods and beverages that offer better nutrition for people everywhere. Orgain's brand new 30-gram complete protein shakes offers protein-packed real nutrition designed to satisfy your cravings without all that sugar. Orgain is convenient, and it's real nutrition I'm looking for with no artificial flavors or sweeteners. Orgain 30-gram protein shakes are available at Orgain.com. If you want to get in on the delicious protein-packed nutrition today, head to Orgain.com/thecast and use code THECAST for 20% off your order. Once again, that's Orgain.com/thecast for 20% off. And make sure you use our promo code THECAST so they know we sent you. Okay, thanks to Mando for sponsoring this episode. I'm sure you've heard me talk about Mando whole body deodorant at this point. I got this stuff all in my bag. I can't tell you how good this stuff is. They sent me some. I love it. You can use it on your whole body. Yes, your whole freaking body. It's dermatologist tested and gentle on all your bits, man. You can choose from 4 cologne quality scents or unscented if you want to get stealthy. I've been using the unscented. It's unbelievable. It really works great, guys. Ready to make the upgrade to Mando? As a special offer, new customers get $5 off Mando's best-selling starter pack with the code THECAST at shopmando.com. What I like best about Mando is it just works, man. It keeps you odorless. You can put it anywhere, and it helps cover that body odor. Also, Mando is American-made. I turned Jackie onto this, man. Sometimes when she runs and she can't jump in the shower immediately after, this Mando stuff, it just tightens you up, scentless, and really cleans you up. And Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes. That's what I got, the wipes. That was freaking great. And it all comes with free shipping. Luckily, I have a discount code to help you get hooked on our new favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. New customers get $5 off the starter pack with our exclusive code that equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use the code THECAST at shopmando.com. That's all one word, shopmando.com. shopmando.com.
Now let me ask you, I'm going to throw another one at you. You meet Lana, you fall in love, and then it comes a point where you gotta tell her you have, what's your take on this? You ever see when people have like the 6th toe, like a little toe next to the last toe? It's not really a handicap, doesn't set you back, but it's probably something that should be discussed before being seen. No? I just want to pick you up for a fucking weekend getaway in Mexico with my 11 toes.
Do you think, to your point, you go on your first vacation together and you go by the pool and you see Jackie's got 11th toe and she didn't tell you about it? Do you think you have to tell the person that you're dating any physical ailments that you have up front, or do you just find out as you find out?
It's a great question. It's a great question. I wouldn't say these things on a first date. I got to give myself a fighting chance. But by the second date, if I had 11 toes, I feel like I should tell you that because, that's not something you want to find out. Like, and making love. Am I freezing on you?
No.
Oh, you don't want to find that out any other way than me telling you. And listen, this might be an edit, but if I meet you and you got 11 toes, sorry, hereditary. Have a nice day.
You bring up a good point.
I think that's something to think about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're going to have a kid, and then what's going to happen?
Right.
You know, I don't
want to fall in love with you and then have to, like, make that decision. I'd rather just nip this in the bud.
Nip it in the bud.
By the way, if I met a girl and I did fall in love with her and she had that, is it out of line to ask her if she would be willing, in surgery, just get let's get rid of that puppy?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a discussion to be had, but like anything that you come across on somebody's body and while you're dating, oh man, here's another one. You're with a girl, right? And she's got a third nipple, but it's just a nipple. It's not part of but it's just like in the center. It's I don't know. It's a deformity. Yeah. Any type of deformity should that be upfront or should you discover that?
No, it's the double D, bro. It should be discussed before discovered. I am right there with you. This ain't like stumbling upon the Niagara Falls in 1702. Oh, how beautiful. This is, what the fuck is that in between your two nipples?
Well, here, like Lance Armstrong's got one nut because he had cancer, right?
Yeah.
Now, we all know that because he's famous, but if he's just a guy and he's got one nut, don't you got to tell the girl going in, listen, just so you know, I got one ball. No?
I think if I had one ball, Jackie still might not know up until this point. Right? I can't recall her ever cupping both balls. And like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how about this one is a little more hits home with a lot of men. You're uncircumcised, but you're not Jewish. Wife's going to make love. Girlfriend's going to make love. Do you let her know what's going on down there? Listen, it's going to look a little different than what you probably used to seeing when you get down there. Don't be alarmed.
I think, Jesus Christ, listen, I think if you start saying to girls that you're uncircumcised, that might be a deal breaker.
Right? Yeah, you think so? I don't know. I don't know if that's a big deal though. If I was a woman and you weren't circumcised, my first question would be, is it going to make it less pleasurable for me? And if the answer is no, it won't make it any less pleasurable for you, then I'm in. That's not too, that's, but I appreciate you telling me before I get down there and see that trumpet, Well,
what if the girl has 3-inch nipples? Right, if you take out her fucking nipples,
biggest ones you'll ever see in your life. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking out. Like they fucked the actual nipple is coming off the. Not huge, like the areola. I'm talking the nipple. You're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck are these? Don't you need to know that going in? My nipples are huge.
I think that's like a nice surprise, like a little more whipped cream on your pie than you expected. I don't think I have a problem with that. What about woman decides not to shave her armpits? You think she should let you know that before you like get under there and get at it?
Yeah, that's something where that will stop you in your tracks. You're making out with a girl and she puts her arms over her head like this and you see a full bush. That to me, I go, whoa. Where are we going with that? You don't just continue.
What? No, I couldn't. I think I'd rather make love to a clean-shaven man in a dress than a woman with arm hair. It's the most off-putting thing in the world on a woman is hair on the. You ever see a woman get out of the water sometimes and like they hadn't been shaving a while, and the hair's doing what mine does when I get out of the water on the leg. I feel bad for women. When did it become that? They should have never did that out of the gate. If they never did that, we never would expect all that, right? The first woman who shaved all that ruined it for all the other women, because now they all got to do it.
Was that a collective thing that women started doing, or did one woman start doing it and then like, yeah, that's a good idea? Like,
yeah,
body hair in general, like men shave their body hair now. Right? So is that just evolutionary? Like men just caught on to that within the last 20 years?
Yeah, right? Think about it, man. I mean, they always say how beautiful Cleopatra was back in the day, but when she leaned back like this and they fed her a grape, she probably had 2 fucking bushes like us. Oh, God, can you imagine that? They don't show you that in a painting.
Well, here, like, I think we talked about this. Men grow hair on their ass, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Do women?
That's a good point. I've never been with a woman who had hair on their ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can you look that up, Google? Could you look up why women don't grow hair on their ass? Because I don't think a lot of women, I mean, I know for sure Lana's not shaving her ass because there's no hair there.
Well, I mean, years ago, women didn't shave down there and men loved it. And now it's the exact opposite. Like,
Yeah.
Man.
I just want
I would like to know, how did they start shaving the arm hair, bro? Who did that first? Like, can we find that out? When did that become a thing?
Find that out too. Just, again, Patrick, if you could just do a beautiful synopsis like you did last time, it would be really helpful to the conversation.
Cuts are likely and common. I'm finding.
I'd like a Google image on a woman's hairy ass, because I've never seen it. And if you could find a Google on an attractive woman with a hairy ass, I want to see it. If you see a beautiful woman and she takes her pants off and her ass is as hairy as yours. Jesus.
Okay, but is that a discussion? Is that like, hey, listen, just so you know, Pete, I got hair on my ass, and you're like, what?
I need to see a photo. I can't even envision this, bro. It's like someone telling me there's a zebra and I've never seen a zebra. Even if you wax that or nair it, it's like, I don't know, man. It's anyway. I don't know how we went down that fun path.
Jesus, fuck, man. What are we? This is like not even our podcast, bro. This is like.
What are we doing? What are you talking about? Something we always do. We go down. You're crazy. Where are we? Let's go back to. What?
3 nipples and 3 nipples and fucking 3-inch tits. What the fuck? What do we become? This might get us ratings, bro. We put this up on the Pete and Sebastian Show page. Maybe we'll get a couple hits on it.
Yeah, there you go. Although we are dancing in the top 100, though, right?
No, we're out. Today coming into this is 153. I think we got a bump from the toast, and that's it. Man. Fell out.
I appreciate that. Well, 153 is admirable. Still going to try my hardest.
So let's talk about Madison Square Garden, right? We did 5 shows at Madison Square Garden. First show we did that night, Seinfeld came out.
Incredible.
I thought it was. I got chills when he went out there because the crowd went nuts, just crazy. Standing ovation for him, standing ovation off the stage. He said
was phenomenal.
He felt it was. He had never performed at the Garden before. He had said afterwards that it was just great being up there. He felt like he was at home, New York guy. So yeah, it was a nice night. And then moving forward throughout the week, one thing I want to bring up to you, and it's funny. A lot of the stuff I do is just for my own entertainment, self-deprecation. I think I thrive with self-deprecating humor. There was a photo of myself in a frame in the hallway of Madison Square Garden. Now, we got there on Wednesday. I didn't see it there Wednesday. Thursday, I saw it. So they switched somebody else's photo out. I don't know who it was. And they put my photo there. Now, jokingly, I had commented to the security staff there saying, when I leave Sunday, does this photo come down? And they were transparent, and they're like, absolutely, comes down. And I was laughing because they were so honest about it. And they said, no, that stays up. But they were just very honest about it. We had a good laugh about it, and we started looking around at who was on the wall, and Bon Jovi's there, Billy Joel's there, Lady Gaga, Weekend. So I jokingly said, well, what do you got to do to get permanent real estate on this damn wall, right? So I went out to do sound check. Now I go out to do sound check, and I thank all the people that are working there, because there was some security and whatever. I said, thanks for working and being a part of this week with me. And I said, I just found something out in the back that's really disturbing. I feel like I need to tell you guys. I said, when I leave Sunday, my photo comes down in the back. And all I want to know is what you got to do. And I've done 10 sold out shows here at the Garden over my career. What do you got to do to get on the wall? Wow. And I laughed and da. So when we went backstage, we were talking with the guys back there, and my agent was there. He came in later. I said, oh, we're talking about my photo here on the wall. They take it down on Sundays. Isn't that funny? And he came running over. He's like, just so you know, I talked to the Garden. They're going to keep it up. I go, guy, it wasn't like, I'm not like making a campaign for my photo to be up here. I thought it was just funny, I wasn't serious.
Yeah.
It's staying. Don't worry about it. It's staying. I said, oh, okay. And he wasn't even getting the joke, right? It was sarcasm.
Yeah. Right,
so my sarcasm turned into the thing apparently is still there. Now, I don't know if it's still there. Good friend of ours, Steve, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know who Steve is? Chris and Steve? Mm-hmm. Steve's going to a hockey game there. And he's going to go and do some recon, see if that thing's still on the wall.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, it's funny you bring that up. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. Keep going.
Okay.
Oh.
Funny you bring that up. Go ahead.
Well, two things. One is the question hasn't been answered because, 10 sold out shows at the Garden, it should be up permanently. And let's be clear, too. This wall that you're talking about, for the listeners to know, this is like a who's who of legendariness. Eric Clapton's up there. Like you said, Lady Gaga, Billy Joel, Elton John, Bruce Springsteen. This thing is loaded. And here's a big one, and this slides right back into what you're saying. By the way, publicly, I want to say, too, thank you for letting me fulfill a dream. That was unbelievable to be a part of that show. And you did phenomenal, and it was unbelievable. So after the first night, I went on my Instagram and said, oh, my God, something like had a great time opening for Sebastian on his Garden shows. Great people. Just a little cold back there. I wish I had brought a sweater. It was like a meat locker. Now, next day, guy comes up to me in the back at the Garden, right? Dressed nice in a suit. How you doing, man? My name is Bobby. Listen, what are you, Knicks or Rangers? I'm like, Knicks. And he goes, I'll be right back. I'll meet you in the green room. And then the other guy who's the usher there goes, you know what it is? Because it's the GM of the Garden. They had different areas. I have his card right here. You can't read it on my thing. But his section is MSG Arena. So he's the general manager of the MSG Arena, right? Senior vice. What does this thing say? I want to get it right. We can edit this right here. Senior vice president and general manager of the Garden Arena. And the guy goes, "That's Bobby. He's a big dog, man." He meets me back, gives me a sweatshirt. Love the cast. I got 3 kids. I can relate to everything you guys talk about. I've been listening for years. I don't want you to be cold out here, Petey. I saw your Instagram. So the guy who's the GM of the Garden has been listening to the cast for years. He listens on his commute. So anytime you want, we'll just hit Bobby up live right on here with a phone call and be like, where we at with Sebastian's poster? Is it hanging in there or what?
If we got a pipeline of this guy, Bobby, how about a banner?
You're right. How many? If you get up to maybe 25 shows, then do you get a banner up this? Maniscalco 25. I don't know. You know?
I'm kidding, Bobby. I'm kidding. It's sarcasm, Bobby.
He knows.
I don't need a banner. Thank you for the photo. But I do appreciate that.
I want to say I just want to say, Bobby, if you're listening, thank you for the sweatshirt. He was a super, super guy. Nice guy. Everyone who worked there was fantastic. And I look forward to finding out from Steve where we stand with that. Because, when I first saw that photo up there, I just assumed it was up there for good. Now I was like, God damn, this is like rarefied air.
No, thank you for being part of that. That was great. That was a great week. There was a lot going on that week. Got the chance to go up to the Empire State Building, and we went all the way up on the top floor, the 103rd floor. Man, it's just it was a beautiful view up there on the end. So I got to thank the Empire State Building for taking care of us. We came back the next day with our kids. They took us on a private tour throughout the. And I got to tell you, one of the perks of getting to do these things is sometimes like the accessibility that you get to go through the whole Empire State Building with nobody in it. Like, we got there before it opened. We got there at 9:00. The guy took us on a private tour. My whole family. We got to see the whole thing is without anybody in the place. So,
wow, man,
it's not lost on me that I get to do these things. But we got to do 2 private tours. Not 2 private tours, but we got the Empire State Building, and then we did this other thing where we went to this slime thing. But we had to kind of like a guy escorting us through the whole thing.
Slime Museum, yeah.
Yeah. I tip the guy.
Yeah.
That's given me the tour, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you expect, or do you think that a lot of people that get a private tour tip the person giving the tour? Is that expected, I guess, from the person given the tour?
Right. I don't know. I put it at 50-50. I bet it's not really. I don't know that you being having a better way. Do you ever have like when you don't expect a big tip, but you're wondering like I might get one, right? Like that. I might not. I don't know.
Yeah. For me being on the hospitality end of things, I've always thought, maybe I'm waiting on so-and-so. I might get a big tip, right? Or I might get a tip for doing this, but generally not expecting it. I don't know. I had 2 instances where I gave the guy the tip on the private tour, and he's like, absolutely not. Like, he looked like he never seen this before, right?
Oh, really? Yeah.
He goes, no, are you kidding me? Please stop. And then I insist. I never take back a tip until that person takes it. So if I give you a tip and you go, no, and absolutely not, I go, take it. And then I can't take it, right? You get this back and forth of I can't take it. What generally I feel, what stops all that is you're going to make me feel bad if you don't. And generally speaking, that's the line where they go, thank you so much, right? So I had that back and forth with one guy. The other guy gave the tip. He's like, thank you. Like, I was like, ooh, guy.
Took it too fast.
Too fast, right?
Now, when you gave it for the Slime Museum, do you give it before the tour or at the end of the tour?
After.
That totally defeats the purpose. But I guess it doesn't, right? Because if you give it before, it makes it uncomfortable for everyone. Because now that guy's like, oh God, what does he expect? More? I can only do so much.
Yeah, for those things, I generally do it after. Here's the thing, though. When you fly in these private jets, right? From my research, it's customary to tip the pilots. Okay?
All right.
It's not required, but it's a nice gesture. I've often thought, do I tip the pilot? Do I tip the pilot before the flight or after the flight? Right?
Right.
And I thought, oh, if I tip them before the flight and we go down,
yeah,
right?
Mm-hmm.
They got my tip.
Yeah, it's very true. Whereas the other way, they'll find it in your pockets for Lana.
But in my thinking, I didn't equate that if we go down, no one's going to be alive. Like, I felt like the way I was thinking, oh, if we go down, everybody's going to come out of the rubble going, oh, fuck, that was a rough one, though. And I'm sitting there going, I gave you $100 if we're in the ocean.
God damn, that's a funny start to a comedy. Like you're tipping the guy in a private plane, and then you crash, credits are rolling. You go, what now? Well, for starters, give me my fucking tip back. And then we got to make a smoke sign or something. Yeah. Oh, that would be funny. But I did see when we got out. I saw you go over and boom and hit him, and I was like, damn. I wonder what a private plane pilot tip is.
It's $100 a pilot.
Oh, it's a nice gesture. That's a nice gesture, man.
That's the kind of that's standard through people that I've known that fly private. It's $100 a pilot. If you got a flight attendant, give her $100 or him $100, whatever. So on shorter flights, I tip a little less. I mean, if it's only like a 50-minute flight, maybe I give 50 a piece, but $100 is standard.
Got you.
What else was I going to tell you? We were talking about on the flight, and this is along the lines of hair on the ass, third nipple, the whole thing. We were talking about eating people. Remember?
Yes, I do.
I forget how that came up. Is it if we crashed and you had to eat somebody, who would you eat? A family member or a stranger?
Well, first, I was telling you about the book where they were dying and they were starving, the Donna party out west. So they would name the family the meat. So you wouldn't, like, if my family and your family were dying, it would be labeled. So you would only eat Maniscalco meat. I would only eat Correale meat. And then we were saying, I think someone said, I'd rather not eat my family. And then we started saying, what part of the body would you eat first? Ah, shit.
This is the shit that comes up on the road. Now, I don't know if anybody else talks about like these type of hypotheticals. Like, Patrick, have you ever talked to your buddies about, like, if there was a movie I think called Alive or something where they they crashed and they had a soccer team.
They remade that movie recently. True story, yeah. And they had to eat each other. Little nibble.
So, Patrick, do you find that this conversation that we're having right now is something that common that most people talk about, or do you think this is out of bounds?
I think in private, people have this conversation a lot. Yeah,
but not necessarily on a award-winning podcast.
Yeah, on a broadcast. It's a part of the show.
So
now,
did we come up with what body part you would start with?
Well, I think here's a bigger question to that. What, like, how would you want to prepare? Like, if someone said, like, let's say they were cutting a big chunk off the leg, they're gonna turn to you and go, Bobby, you want it in a stew or maybe a nice fillet? I mean, in the movie Alive, they were trying to just stay alive. So they would just, you know, when you try to eat something as a kid and you breathe out of your mouth so you can't taste it, I think I just got... But do you think if you had to, that you could gnaw on human flesh if you had to stay alive?
I mean, listen, when you're faced with death, I think you do anything you possibly can to stay alive. But
Yes.
I, you know, you bring up a great point. Are they cooking it or are you eating it like sashimi?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather do it like sashimi, man. I don't want to.
Sick.
And
This
then,
is sick.
bro,
We're losing
last one I'm
people,
going to
bro.
say.
We're losing people.
I don't even know how to cast anymore. I don't remember what we used to do. We used to be
I don't
funny
either.
doing this shit.
I don't know.
Oh,
Well, listen,
shit.
I'm gonna give you a video. I want to get your take on this. This goes along with the theme of the show so far. This is a little aggressive, but I just wanted to kind of put it in front of you to see.
Oh, my God. Holy. Oh, my God.
Okay, watch. This one's gonna take it and break its arm. Break its arm. Watch. It's gonna take his arm. Watch. Break the arm.
Oh, my God.
Okay. All right. Now, that's a chimpanzee and a monkey. So if you guys are listening and weren't able to see that visually, it's a chimpanzee just slamming a monkey.
Wow.
Bro, do
What's he
you ever
doing?
watch any things like? Do you ever watch shit like this? You look like you've seen a ghost.
That was disturbing, man. That was like too human-esque.
So my
I mean,
question-
he just... Oh.
Yes.
Did he rip off the leg as like, that's
No.
for you?
No, he just broke the arm like it was nothing. Just broke the arm. I don't know why he did it, but the chimpanzee.
See, he ripped
decided-
it away from the rest of the body.
No, it didn't come off. He just snapped it.
Oh, I
in
thought
two.
I saw it come off.
My question to you is, the strength of these animals are like, do you think if confronted by a chimpanzee that you could do anything to get away from that thing?
I don't think so, man. So the chimpanzee was the killer, and that was a little monkey, but like then a gorilla could do to the chimp what the chimp did to the monkey, right?
I don't know. What's the difference between a gorilla and a chimpanzee? That's what I want to know. And are they the same strength? And is there one more dominating than the other?
I'm pretty sure gorilla has a strength of like 6 men, if I remember correctly when I went to the zoo.
And what about a bear? Do you think a bear could beat the shit out of everybody?
See, you know what though? I've always thought about this, right? How come there's no like dark web where you catch a grizzly and you starve the grizzly? I mean, starve it. And you catch a gorilla, starve that. Throw them in, hit the cameras, start placing your bets. I mean, are you kidding me?
This is
Right?
a whole new area.
How about shark in a little pond of saltwater shark, a crocodile, and then you drop a shark in there. Again, you make sure they're both hungry. Oh, I mean, how much would you pay? How much would you pay? Well, you can't say that. You can't say that. It's not nice to see that. But I'd love to see that, right?
Well, okay. Gorillas are generally stronger than chimpanzees. We're getting word here. A mature gorilla can lift. How much do you think in pounds a mature gorilla could lift?
700.
4,000.
Oh my God.
4,000 pounds. A silverback gorilla is estimated to be as strong as 8 healthy men.
Holy shit.
You know what? They're giving me in kilograms. This is another thing that bothers me.
Yeah.
Do you know conversions? Like if I say a gorilla weighs 227 kilo, what do you think that is pound-wise? 227 kilo.
I'd be guessing maybe 300 pounds if it's anything like the kilometers miles thing.
How many? Just throw that in there to that. Put 227 into that kilogram. I want to see what pounds. How many pounds it is?
I'm going 300.
500 pounds. 500 pounds, and it has the strength of 8. Did I ever tell you? And I want you to look up this story, Patrick, please. There's a story about a chimpanzee, and I don't know if we ever discussed this. A couple had this chimpanzee, and they had it since it was a baby, and they basically raised it as if it was their own child. So they fed it with a bottle, they dressed it up for birthdays. I don't know. This might be the story, although I thought it was a man, but it happened in California.
With the face ripped off?
What's that?
The lady who got a face ripped off?
This was a guy. So they basically raised it as a child. They dressed it up in a dress. They gave it a bottle. They had it in a crib. They pushed it around in a stroller, right?
All right.
So this thing started to mature. And it started to rip up the whole fucking neighborhood. Like, you know, they brought it out in the yard and it started, you know, they'd take it for a walk and it would take a neighbor's tree out of the fucking ground, you know? And they're like, what the fuck? The homeowners association said, get rid of the chimpanzee. It shouldn't be walking around. It's destroying our neighborhood. So they took it away. So on its birthday.
Yeah.
Because they had it in like some animal sanctuary. On its birthday, they went to go visit it, and they brought it a birthday cake, right? And it was hanging around with other chimpanzees at this facility. So as they're singing happy birthday, this chimpanzee took the dad's fucking face apart, took his nose off, his ears, took his arms off, the whole thing. And I'm thinking
the one they raised?
The one they raised.
Okay.
And I was jokingly saying, I think he got to the sanctuary, started talking to the chimpanzees. They're like, what the fuck are you doing here? And they're like, I'm going to a zoo. And then they start talking to this guy. And like, what are you doing here? And like, hey, fucking, for 6 years, I had this family raising me. And they put me in dresses and fucking humiliated me. And now they're coming today to sing me happy birthday, and I'm going to rip my fucking father's face off. Now, now, do you think? Do you think? Hold on. Is this it? Hold on. St. James Davis' wife, LaDonna, had a pet chimpanzee named Mo, whom they treated like a child, right? They placed it in an animal sanctuary near Bakersfield. St. James and LaDonna waged a long, unsuccessful legal battle to get him back. On March 3rd, while at the sanctuary, on one of their frequent visits with Mo, St. James and LaDonna were attacked by 2 young male chimpanzees named Buddy and Ollie. They had escaped their enclosures. Ensuing the attack, LaDonna lost her thumb and St. James was mauled. Hold on, go back, resulting in permanent disfigurement and missing extremity. This is what happened. So what I think happened, again, I'm making humor out of this. they're at the. This was a hit. They went to go visit the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee was there with other chimpanzees. So I think this chimpanzee told Buddy and Ollie, listen, I'm going to leave the cage open for you guys. When these motherfuckers come in, you attack them, right? Now, do you think any of this communication goes on between chimpanzees, or do you just think this was something that was just happened?
No,
coincidence.
I think absolutely, it's communication. It's absolutely happening, and I know it's happening because this is the time of year where the goddamn squirrels come for the nuts where I live, and my dog tries to chase them all. So when I take my dog to a big field, I did it this morning, early in the morning, behind the furniture store. There's a big field, and there's all these squirrels, and I make sure there's no cars around because my dog gets obsessed. He'll chase a squirrel right into the road if it was around. And he knows what I'm doing. I let him go. I'm like, go get him. And he fucking chases these squirrels until they go up in a tree. And he tries to go jump up the tree for like 20 minutes till I call him back. When I call him back, all you hear throughout the woods is these squirrels telling each other, it's a fucking dog down there. Now, if these little squirrels are communicating, the chimps, Jesus Christ, they're playing Mahjong on Sundays. They're like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't kid yourself. They had a long conversation. When the gate opens, he's going to expect me. You two charge that motherfucker. And if you can tell him as you're ripping his face off, no more dresses, bitch. No more dresses, bitch. Dude, those are nasty fucking things, those chimps.
Okay.
They're nasty. I'm serious, man. Animals communicate more than you know, bro.
Okay, I just want to go back up. I want to give you a little bit more history here. The chimpanzee lived in the home, right? They adopted it. I mean, it's the background I'm reading. They adopted the damn thing from Tanzania, right? The chimpanzee comes over from Tanzania, lived in the house. They wore clothes. It was toilet trained. It took showers. Fucking chimpanzee was in the shower, bro. Participated in their wedding. LaDonna said he acted as a combination of a flower thrower and a best man. I mean, could you imagine? This fucking thing gets taken out of Tanzania. Now he's a flower girl at the wedding wearing a wedding dress, right? You don't think this shit was communicated in the sanctuary going, they had me walking down the fucking aisle.
Right. Yeah.
Dead. Both
Dead.
of them.
Dead.
Now.
Face off. Rip it right off. Dude, these people are crazy anyway. They're fucking crazy. And who would go? You got your kid? If I go to a wedding and there's a chimp coming down the aisle, I'm taking my daughter out of there. Right? May as well have a pit bull gnawing on a fucking bone at the altar.
No, I hold on. I want to look. Go up on the attack. Okay. Oh, okay. Came to the animal. The ranch is okay. They're celebrating the chimpanzee's 39th birthday. Right? 39. This fucking thing is. They brought him a birthday. They brought him a birthday cake, and they were seated at a picnic table next to the enclosure. All right. They brought toys, candy hearts, chocolate milk, raspberry-filled sheet cake for the party. Can you believe this shit?
Shit.
LaDonna and Mo clapped his hands with joy when he saw them. Yeah, my ass. This guy he's clapping because they were going to get what was coming to him.
That's it.
She cut a piece of cake for him, and then when she went to get a second piece, she noticed another chimp had gotten out of the cage. It rushed up to her, bit her thumb off. St. James pushed her under the table to protect her. Second chimp was also loose. The two young chimps involved in the attack were named Buddy and Holly. Two female ones named Susie and Bones also escaped. This is a fucking hit, bro. This is a hit, man. From their cages during it. They were not involved in the assault. They were probably the lookouts. St. James and LaDonna were recaptured 5 hours later. Mo did not participate in the attack. I'm telling you,
100%.
Mo's clean, bro. He's 39. Yeah. He's like, I'm done.
Right.
Okay, now hold on.
And they think the clap that Mo gave when they first got there was like happy to see. That was telling the other two to let's go, make your move.
Okay, listen. Buddy and Holly destroyed a majority of the guy's fingers, his left foot, and took off half of his ass. They removed a fucking ass cheek out of this guy, right?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Both testicles gone.
Oh, man.
Part of his torso and parts of his face, including his nose and his lips, bro. A paramedic who arrived said it looked like a grizzly bear attack.
Oh,
Jesus,
man.
Is this guy still alive? Check to see if this couple's still alive before we get sued.
6 months in the hospital.
Sued? This guy. Listen, you can't.
Just look them up on a separate search to see if they had passed away. I mean, it's a shame, but again, it's like, bro, if anybody in your family had a chimpanzee and was raising it as a child, isn't there a phone call that goes out going, you guys shouldn't be doing this? And
100%.
or do you think that would even happen in your family?
Well, wait, first of all, I would write that if I had an aunt who had a chimp.
Oh, wait a minute, bro. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bro.
Why? Because they're still alive?
I just got a picture of the guy. It's not good.
Before you get soft on me, if there was a guy that was into fish and he somehow made a saddle that he put on the back of a great white shark and he would ride the shark and everyone would come to see and it was amazing. When the day comes that the shark eats him, would you care? So, same thing with this nutbag. You got a chimp coming down the aisle like a flower girl. You know, it's not going to have a happy ending. You're calling it a shame and this, that. It's like, what are we looking at?
Oh, yeah. Take
this guy's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Oh, that's their wedding?
That's just weird, man.
Just click on one of these photos so we could see, so we could see the damage.
All right, we're going to look at the damage. All right, here we go.
I'm just saying.
Right, let's see.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you have a chimpanzee.
Oh, that's not.
He's got no fucking nose, bro. And what you're not seeing, he's got. Looks like he's got no eyebrow. One of the eyebrows stopped growing, and he's got no balls and half an ass. This is what happens when you have a chimpanzee for a pet.
You know, this is funny because if you take back to the beginning of our cast where we want you to tell us everything wrong with you before we make love, this guy would be like, all right, we're going to need a half hour. Before I take off my clothes, you should know I have no balls, I have no ass. I feel like I remember having this conversation about the one in Connecticut. The lady in Connecticut who had the face transplant. I feel like
I don't think she was the owner. I think she was
she was a neighbor. That was sad. Yeah, that was very tragic.
Following the attack, St. James, who's the husband, and LaDonna, who's the wife, placed a sign in their front yard that read "Free Mo." They also went to Superior Court in Pomona to get the city of West Covina to honor their 2002 settlement, which required it to purchase a home for them in Baldwin Park so they could reunite with Mo. So they're still trying to meet up with Mo.
Even after the hit.
Mo is like, what don't you people understand? This ain't happening. I don't want to be part of this family anymore. What happened? Does anyone know what happened to Buddy and Holly?
Were they put down? What's the aftermath here? Let's see. Aftermath 6 months. The attack, he was in a coma between 2005 and St. James. 60 surgeries. Prosthetic guy, he and LaDonna were uninsured, but initially decided to sue the animal haven before reversing course and filing a lawsuit. By 2009, 2006, a year following the attack, St. James.
Well, why else would you, why else would I wonder what goes through an animal's head when it, does that. You know what I mean? It wasn't even trying to eat them. It wasn't hungry, right? It was just attack.
So the chimps were killed.
That's a shame.
During the attack, they were killed.
Oh, they probably had to be killed to get them off. Wow. Ooh, God, what a scene. Jesus. Starts out with some fucking light the candles. Go to sing, happy, what the fuck?
Happy birthday.
Fucking dead chimps. Arms laying around. Holy shit, forget the cake. What a mess. Imagine working there that day.
How does it start with happy birthday and then a chimpanzee's walking around testicles in his hand? Holy Christ, bro.
How do you think? Did you ever see that video? It literally will make you cry about the family that raised a lion. Everyone saw this. It got a zillion hits, right? And then they had to put it in a sanctuary because they raised it. I think it was abandoned or something. They raised it on in like Australia, and then they went to see it years later, or 3 months later, at the sanctuary. And now it's the leader of a pride. Did you ever see that? And it comes running towards them. He can find it in 2 seconds. Patrick can find it. It's so touching because it hugs them, and it's like, oh my God, it almost brings tears to your eyes. But I'd love to talk to that guy and be like, guy, 30 yards out, or you like, I'm either fucking dead or I'm going viral. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, how could you stand there? Here, he's got it up here.
You've seen it, right?
I don't think so. This looks like it's old.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Now, here, like, this is my question. Does he know, like, he's got claws. Those paws are huge, right? Now, when he goes up there like that, right?
Yeah.
He's hugging him, but does he go, oh, I can't put my nails into his back because I really like, does he know? Right. Look at, like that. Does he know, like, I can't go full bore here because this is a human
I don't know.
being.
It's the same thing with a grizzly. Have you ever seen, there was a stuffed grizzly on at the resort where we went, the ranch.
Yeah.
The stuffed grizzly. Razor blades. Literally Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
So when they're hugging the grizz, is it got to be like, I'm sorry, I don't want to put a fingernail through the fucking back of your spine. Jesus Christ.
Oh wow. So that's our show for today, guys. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. This was we went in areas that we generally don't dance in, but hey, you know what? The cast is growing, man.
It's a good driving show. Good driving
show. Good driving show.
You'll be like, yeah, absolutely. No, it was fun. I always have fun doing it with you. Till next week, right, man? Over and out. Till
next week, Sebastian, live.com for tickets to the It Ain't Right tour. If you want to see us on the road, please check us out. If not, we will be here every week, and every week over on Patreon. Something always new happening there. Please check us out for $5 a month. Price of a cup of coffee, by the way, a venti coffee at Starbucks, $4.55, and they're still asking for a tip. Come on. For an extra 45 cents, you get to talk to Pete and Sebastian on a Tuesday night.
Wow.
What a value.
4 times in a month. 4 times. So that's 4 venti coffees.
4 venti coffees right there. Pete and Sebastian, Patreon. We'll see you next week.